Welcome back. We're going to take a closer look at drug use among children and teenagers and how parents can best deal with that. And we have a special guest here who's been on our show before, Adam Jasinski. Thank you so much. You've actually you were a winner in Big Brother, and you won a lot of money, a lot of fame really quickly, and you had some mental health issues, and you spiraled out of control, didn't you?
Yep, out of control, and it happens fast. You think you can manage your life sometimes, and then one thing leads to another, and you're lost in the wind and don't know where to go for help.
Right. But the good thing is you've come through the fire, and now you're an expert on people who are using drugs.
Professional when it comes to mental health, substance abuse, and eventually, sad to say, incarceration. I am an expert in what I do, and for real, I put a lot of personal experience and a lot of work in the industry on my end to get me where I'm at today.
So what I really want to ask you is, what can we tell our parents out there who have, teenagers, and maybe even some of them are younger, doing drugs too? What are the things that you want to share with adults and parents to say, hey, you need to start asking tough questions? What are the signs, symptoms, and what can you ask?
Immediately, if you're a mom, if you're a dad, you know when that pit in your stomach says something's different.
Listen to your gut.
Listen to your gut 1,000%. It doesn't lie to you. Pushing it off and being in any form of denial is the worst thing you can do because it exacerbates the situation. You're just prolonging the inevitable. It's a tough conversation. It's your child. The most sharpest businessman I ever met can't even speak to his daughter, and you need to establish those friendship lines of communication. The role from I'm a parent and you're my kid is over. It's now friendship. As I got older.
But is that healthy?
And it's so hard to do, but you got to cut your kids straight. You got to have a conversation where you're leveling with them, not like, oh, I'm your mom, you must listen to me.
But there's a lot of adults right now that really didn't grow up in the drug culture. They're not even aware. So, what are some warning signs?
It's hyper accelerated nowadays. It's straight from zero to heroin, like we were talking about earlier. So the warning signs are, bags under the eyes, long sleeve shirts, no accountability, stealing, things missing in the house. That's really when you need to step up. Kids are going to be kids. They're going to experiment. They're going to try. But when you know that line's been crossed, put that drug test on the kitchen table and get real.
Okay, so you actually just confront them right then and there.
I would. I get my ducks in a row. In my book, it says to you, you want to prepare your team. You want to say, hey, I'm convinced in my gut they're getting high. Now let's go forward. Find a local professional, find a local detox, get a therapist on board on the back scenes, and then you put that kitchen, Mom, I'm just smoking weed, Mom, I'm just smoking weed. Find out they're just smoking weed, and that's with the drug test at the house right away.
But what you were saying is today's society is so different. The culture of drugs, people are going to harsher drugs sooner. Yep. Not going alcohol, marijuana.
I'm 40. When I grew up, it progressed. You go drink some beers in the woods with your friends. You smoke a little bit of pot. You do some cocaine and go to the bars when you're 21. Now it's, like I said, zero to meth and heroin. IV drug use is accepted in schools. When I was little, heroin was shunned on. These kids at 14, 15 years old nowadays, it's cool to do dope. It's cool to shoot drugs. And the basement parties where
I don't think people know this. I don't think a lot of parents actually really know this.
They don't realize it, or they lack of accept it. I recommend reading my book when your kids are going to middle school. That's how serious it is. Crack and coke and drugs are readily available.
And so does your book actually take you through the steps of how to recognize a problem, how to approach, and then how to tackle it?
Yeah, it does. And what it does, it takes you through the ideas that what I need to know as a parent, kids are not going to stop doing drugs on their own. It's fun, and then it becomes a necessity.
Kids always are going to experiment.
And I say kids, I can mean an adult, I can mean plug it in. I'm 40. I'm saying most of the clients who are dependent, substance dependent, start at 16, 17, 18, where it becomes now a rapid dependence versus a gradual progression.
Just real quickly, a word of advice to parents. What do you recommend? Just giving them a tip.
Immediately do action. Do not deny and prolong the inevitable. They need you. They're not going to stop doing drugs on their own. You have to be that flag post and that pillar in your family to encourage or talk to a professional or get your personal ducks in a row, proverbially. Get your stuff ready. Read my book is what I say, because I take you from
and the name of your book again, real quick?
My Kids on Drugs Now What? And I take you from start to finish, from prevention to your kid coming home and what to do after they get off of drugs. It's vital.
Adam, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We have more on Daily Flash.
Thank you. Okay.